اوكي، السلام عليكم، كيف حالكم؟ طيبين؟ الله يعطيكم العافية جميعا. شكرا لكل اللي يدعمون القناة ولا زالوا يدعمون القناة باللايك بالاشتراك بالنشر. الله يعطيكم العافية. بنبدأ سلسلة جديدة او يعني تختيم لعبة متل جير الجزء الثالث. ختمنا الجزء الثاني والحين نبي نلف على الجزء الثالث. الجزء الثالث يعني مشهور أكثر من الجزء الثاني صراحة. الناس يعني حبت الجزء ذا أكثر من الجزء الثاني، مع أن أنا بالنسبة لي الجزء الثاني أحلى صراحة. بس مو مشكلة، هذا برضو يعني محبوب بالنسبة لي. خلونا نبدأ التختيم.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
طبعا اللي يعرف السلسلة ذي يعرف ان هذا الجزء الثالث بالقصة، بتسلسل القصص حق اللعبة، يعتبر هذا الجزء الأول. اوكي، اللي يعرف اللعبة يعني يعتبر هذا الجزء الأول بالنسبة للقصة، يعني لأنه هذه قصة 1900 ويمكن في الستينات، يعني الحين يطلع شو اسمه التاريخ، يعني راح تشوفوا.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
1964.
Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
زعلان منه.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
يقول له ارمي الدخان والبس القناع.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket.
هذا الصاروخ اسمه السويوز. الحين حاليا يستخدمون الروس يعني حق الأمور الفضائية. تقدرون تبحثون عنه في جوجل.
It seems he's become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis.
طبعا القصة باختصار إن صارت مشكلة بين الروس وبين الأمريكان.
Not exactly. One of his conditions
بسبب شوية علماء ومدري إيش من ذا الكلام يعني.
Family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th.
نسوي سكيب حق دي.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
كان بيطيح. طبعا الرسم ذا على بلاي ستيشن 2 كان شيء خرافي على وقتها يعني.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb...
ايه اعرف كيف. الحلو انه يعني اقدر اتحكم في الكاميرا، لان اول نسخة لعبت فيها ما كان فيها تحكم في الكاميرا على فكرة. كانت زي ما تقولون هنا ما في شيء. اجل وين راحت ما كان فيها تحكم في الكاميرا، تخيلوا. كانت الكاميرا ثابتة أذكر في أول نسخة لعبتها. كانت مرة ديزاستر. أوكي أخذت الشنطة.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of...
ايوه عارف تذكرت خلاص. اوه ذا بوس، هذه ذا بوس.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
هذا الأكل حقي للأسف. طيب أوكي، الحين نطلع. المشكلة الكبيرة ان فيه زي ما تقولون يا ساتر شو الصوت ذا. اوه شوفون هنا وش فيه. شوفوا ذا تمساح وذا بعد. انا بيهبدني.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on...
غريبة ذا بوس قاعدة تتكلم طبيعي. هنا ما في أحد هنا. من وين الطريق؟ حلو ذا يعطيني زي ما تقولون. شوفوا ذا يعطيني برضو زائد 10 تخفي، فهذا أفضل. شوفون كذا كذا كويس. النسخة اللي لعبتها أول واحدة ما كانت كذا يعني محسنة، يعني زي ما تقولون أول يعني ما في تحديثات، ما في الأمور ذي، عرفتوا. وأنا بعد ما كنت ألعب أونلاين أصلا أيام بلاي ستيشن 2. طيب وين الماب؟ أدري طريقي سيدة ولا شكله سيدة. خلنا نشيك هنا وش فيه. ما في شيء. SVD يكون ذا سلاح. دقيقة خلونا نشوف. اي والله هذا هو، تشوفونه SVD. طيب خلونا نشوف ايش عندنا. اوكي وصلنا SVD بعد. سنايبر.
Who's that?
ربيته. كيف جا هنا اصلا؟ استنى. حلو خلاص. يخرب بيتهم ما هم باينين. كل شي لونه اخضر. حلو جرينيد. حلو. شوف شوف يخرب بيته. قل
Just my imagination. What's wrong?
سموك بعد. والله كريمين ذول، ما هم زي الجزء الثاني. طيب الحين وين الطريق؟ ايه صح كذا، طريقي قدام. الله يرجك فاضي. ظنك فاضي. يا اخوي ايش الكاميرا دي؟
I hear something.
ولا شوف اللي جايين. ايه طاح. ايوه توكل على الله. في غيره شكله. ذاك بعيد شوي.
Just my imagination.
هذا وش ذا؟ هذا فطر. اوكي. المشكلة ان السلاح فيه شو اسمه، السلاح فيه كاتم، يعني صوت الكاتم راح يفضحني لما يخلص. كذا افضل.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
شافه. خلونا نشوف في أحد هنا ومن ورا يجي. في أحد هنا؟ سوكولوف هنا.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
جلس يطالع ايش قاعد يسوي ذا.
This is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
وصلت.
We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a Gru soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
يخرب بيته. هذه نصبة جامدة ذي.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
الحين سنيك يجلده.
You're not the boss, are you?
Crew operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun.
الحين يوريك وش ذا
If you're not
السلاح.
the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
CQC.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
يا أخي مهايطي ذا.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it.
Young gun. قاعد تسوي انت؟ والله خسارة بس يلا. ماوس تراب. ايش قاعد تسوي بالماوس تراب؟ عموما خلونا نهرب من المكان. هذا حاليا مسكر. الهروب من هنا هنا. قبل ما يصحون.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
What?
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war?
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
الحين تجي ذا بوس وتجلد سنيك جلد.
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
عاد هذه هي اللي علمتها السي كيو سي.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live.
Well,
if Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
The new blood has been rejected.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button.
well, خلصت العلاجات. ما بقى إصابة إلا
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Shagohod.
خبل ذا.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
وهل صاحي ذا نووي قط نووي على كويس سنيك بعيد ولا كان انشوى. الله يستر ما يجي كوبي رايت على الأغنية ذي. خلنا نمشيها لا يجينا كوبي رايت الحين. 1 week later بعد أسبوع.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours?
Yesterday, the White House received...
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
What?
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
يخرب بيته سرعته 3 ماخ. توه مكسر.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed...
اوكي خلاص كذا بنوقف هنا.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
نسوي سيف.
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
اوكي نكمل بالفيديو الجاي. سلام.